You know the fucking vibes. It's Litty Willie, and I got my brother Matic in the building for another episode of Matic Monday. Bro, how's life treating you?
Good. I'm here drinking a non-alcoholic drink.
Okay.
Been good so far, and I don't have any,
How long it been?
A month.
Month
And a few days.
And you're clean, good?
Clean.
No
good.
issues?
Yeah, I went to the doctor today.
You look a little slimmer.
I am slimmer. I lost
Okay.
a few pounds, but I still feel composed. I do feel lighter.
Is that from the diet?
I think it's from the diet, yeah. For sure. Like, not the fact that I'm not eating meat and everything else. I think I will introduce meat and salmon hopefully by December, depending on how I see my hands and feet getting better with that rash that I'm getting. But doctor said you're clear, you're good. Keep on putting some ointment that they recommended me, but I'm doing it because I know that this is gonna help me out later on.
How's the diet been? Because if you guys didn't watch last episode,
I mean, it's been good. I have to get onto frying tofu, how you said it.
Mm-hmm.
But I did do was like a patty with tofu and beans, and did like a burger type of thing. That was good. I did the pasta how I told you, and I'm probably gonna do pasta today again.
You tried lion's mane yet? The lion's mane mushroom?
Yeah, I've been taking lion's mane.
No,
yeah.
not the food.
No, I haven't.
Not the pill.
Actually,
Okay,
because I haven't found like exactly where to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I did see like a place that they were selling like mushroom tacos.
Yeah,
I believe it is.
fire.
Yeah.
I
was
fire.
like, I don't know if I want to try it.
No,
yeah?
fire, super fire.
Okay.
I'm telling you, don't let the weight fool you. Like I've done it before. Like
it's your brain, bro. It's your brain. Your brain's telling like, yo, mushroom, nah. Like, cause I like mushroom. Like, for example, on pizza, I like it. I fuck around with mushrooms.
I eat mushrooms and everything.
I'll do it. My girl, nah. But
she's doing vegan too.
She's doing like I guess half and half.
Okay.
Because the days that she's with me, she spends time with me. Like like yesterday they ate burgers, her dad and her, and they like it was beef burgers. So I went and did like some patty burgers that you buy like
the Morningstar.
Right, that one. I just bought it, did it, which tastes amazing. And I also bought bacon that I didn't know bacon existed too. I seasoned the fuck out of it, and it was great. That's
my final thing, because I want to dread too much on your diet. Is that what people don't understand is, and I cook. I cook.
Yeah.
And 90% of, in my opinion, of cooking, is how you season and prep it. Because you can get I can buy somebody a Wagyu steak, and I guarantee you they're not gonna know how to cook it correctly.
No,
they're gonna char it or undercook it,
and it's gonna taste like shit.
And it's gonna taste like you got the steak from Winn-Dixie. So. You get some vegetables or some shit and spice it up, and
like I did tempeh. I don't know if you
tempeh. Yeah,
tempeh was good.
It was good
with barbecue. I did like basically like ribs. Obviously, I chopped it up, seasoned the hell out of it, put some barbecue sauce, fried it. Good.
It's just got to consume more than the average amount of protein. So if you eat a drumstick, you got to eat 6 fake drumsticks to feel full.
Something that's helping me out is just the protein powder. Like today, I had 2.
Okay,
I had like that's a good like 100 grams of protein that I had. And in the morning I had ground beef made out of lentil and soy with 4 eggs. Damn. So like I'm trying to like pack myself up with it because I did lose some pounds, but I feel lighter. But I'm also like reaching between 145 and everything else. But when I was with meat and like eating beef and steak and all that crap and whatever, I just felt bloated. And I felt like I was 148 and I just felt heavy as hell. Like now I feel like
leaner
sleep, bro. I move everywhere.
Well, you can tell. You can definitely tell. Lots of things going on in hip hop right now. Although today's episode I'm going to focus more on social media, but I want to always tap into what's going on in the hip hop world and in the world in general. We got 3 major hip hop artists in jail right now. We got Thug, Diddy, and Durk, and it's
crazy.
It's crazy because it's like. We're talking about music. We're talking about music. Yet there's 3 there. Firstly, how do you feel about the whole Durk situation?
I don't know, man, because I seen this guy. I haven't heard much of his music, but I've seen this guy and seemed like a regular ass dude that was just making music. And
Grammy.
And then what was it that he went to jail for? He's being accused of what?
Okay, so here's this story quickly in one. So NBA YoungBoy?
Yes.
Okay, NBA YoungBoy got an artist named Quando Rondo. NBA YoungBoy was beefing with Lil Durk. Quando Rondo and King Von got into an argument in the street. King Von is Lil Durk's artist. Quando Rondo's friend Lil Tim killed King Von. King Von was like the streets knew, like I guess like
Coming
Tupac.
Yeah.
He was the best of the young guys. And that was also Durk's brother, not blood brother, but his close brother. Durk took offense to that, allegedly. Allegedly. There was a meme on social media which was called "Slide for Vaughn." Basically, in one of Durk's songs, or a lot of Durk's songs, he was saying that if one of his friends died, he'll be the next one to slide. So then the meme "Slide for Vaughn" was basically taunting him to say, you were saying that you were doing all this, you would do all that. This guy died. Where's his get back? Where's his get back? Long story short, Quando Rondo, NBA YoungBoys artist, was in LA with his cousin, Little Pab. 3 dudes came up, tried to kill Quando Rondo, ended up killing his cousin, Little Pab. And fast forward, allegedly, Lil Durk paid those guys to go kill Quando Rondo, and the feds got wiretaps and also allegedly a snitch from his own camp.
Jesus Christ, bro.
And there's a lot of other shit in between and all a bunch of allegedly shits, but that's what allegedly is going down in the industry right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is right? It's sad because Lil Durk's dad just came out of jail. Converted. He is Muslim, and then Durk converted to Muslim recently, and he's been doing good for the community. He even got the key to the city of Chicago, got a Grammy, and then this happened, so they took the key back. Now the people are saying, like, was he doing all this because he knew he was going to jail? This, that, and the other. Yeah.
Wow. So I mean, maybe right, because he knew he was going to jail. You think so?
Yeah. All right. I mean, remember,
it's all speculation.
Yeah, it's because everything is innocent to proven guilty. Because they try to use something where he said, allegedly one of the texts is, go do something, and don't make sure my name is not in nothing. So I mean, that could be looked at as, I'm telling you to go do something, make sure my name's not in anything, or that could just be, I know y'all fucking wild, don't put my name in this shit.
Yeah,
like, you know,
make sure my name is not there.
Right.
Don't associate my.
So it's all just, I mean, you know, dude, we're talking about street dudes from Chicago. I mean, I'm not saying that anybody did anything, but when the feds come, bro. The feds got Diddy and him. The feds don't got Thug.
Yeah, they don't come around just to come around.
Well, and that's the next thing I was gonna get to was, people have this perception of the feds have the highest conviction, 98 conviction. Their 98 conviction rate, not because they're so good. Their 98 conviction rate is because 9 out of 10 situations they got snitches. So the stories are already written.
Yeah, it's already done. Like, they don't ask you, hey, do you got this? Just to ask you. They already know that you got it. They're just waiting for you to come through.
How are you gonna come through on it?
Exactly. If you're gonna be honest, or just fuck around and find out.
And it was another interesting thing that I was listening to is, like, the feds, like, they were saying, like, the feds they freeze your accounts, because remember, they're saying now Diddy's business was like a criminal enterprise. They're saying Durk, OTF, is a gang funding criminal. So now the feds freeze that money because allegedly you're a kingpin of this.
Right. Yeah.
So I was listening to Charleston White, and Charleston White was like, yeah, the feds want them to cop a plea deal, because if Diddy or Durk says, okay, I'll take the lesser deal and I'll take 15 years and I'll say I'm guilty for this, you're saying you're guilty for, they can seize your money now.
Now they'll take
because they're taking your money. So he's like, you're in a situation where, what the fuck are you going to do?
Fuck me. I mean, I don't know, but Diddy's shit is totally different. I believe so.
Right.
I believe so. I think so.
It could be. I mean,
it could be.
I was talking about this with my mom the other day. It's like, I don't condone anything Diddy did at all. That we know, that we've seen.
That we've seen, yeah.
You know, I don't condone none of that. But at the same time, how do we know that this is? I mean, this is the billionaires club. These are people with power, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you never know.
They were saying that the feds are the ones that leaked the video to have the jury in the world look at him in a certain way. So when they have to try him,
it's quick. It's like set. Wow. Okay, that's a different perspective.
We're talking about, bro. We seem to forget. We don't know what's going on in the billionaire bracket.
What we just talking about right now, off camera, that they'll do. I mean, you don't know if they once you reach that status, what don't you do? Does that make sense? It's a very 1% of people that really stay to their own and shit like that. And sometimes when they do that, they stay to their own, they kind of like get chastised and separated from, the pack or whatever. That I guess that, and relating it to actors too, that separation of like, all right, if you don't want to do these things that everybody does,
right
now you're just here in this corner, go away, type of thing. I don't know.
It's just it. You know how they say you'll never know how to describe God. Nobody can never, because he's such a supreme being and he's so great. Like I think that's what us normal folks can't understand when it comes to billion and trillionaires.
You'll never understand it unless you've seen it or you're there.
And I think if you've seen it and you've been directly there,
you won't even talk about it.
You will never come. If you came down, it's because you're gonna die, or like you're never. It's exactly. Only up from that kind of level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You only go up to find whatever you're gonna keep on finding.
Right. So I mean that's the only thing. Now, do I condone in domestic violence? No, I don't. Do I condone in sexual trafficking and all that? No, I don't. But the only thing we've seen hardcore is him in an altercation with Cassie.
I also saw that for some reason. I think this is being speculated also that one of the main reason why Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez broke up was because something was sent.
Allegedly, yes, I heard that too.
Yeah, so that's kind of also like that's weird, bro. That's just crazy shit.
Do you think that the higher ups are doing anything to get rappers or hip hop people in general arrested, or is that just the nature of the culture?
I think it is nature right now.
Nature of the hip hop culture?
Yeah.
Or the urban culture?
Which is bad.
Right.
Which is sad. And I believe that a lot of people, like I thought at some point, because I don't know what this dude's been doing, but at some point I seen NBA Youngboy, I think that's his name, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was, he kind of like, I saw him on an episode or an interview saying like, yo, like I kind of like hate the fact that I did these songs because I'm promoting this and that's not what I want to promote.
Right.
And that made me feel like shit, you're probably gonna turn around and do something else, and create something and probably start speaking from the heart rather than speaking from letting your environment be everything you talk about, the negative of your environment rather than speaking of the positive of your environment, if anything. Mind you, I've never heard many songs from him at all. But what I've heard so far and what I used to hear, we just felt the same. It's repetitive. Mm-hmm. And then he just kept on doing the same thing. So it was like, if you're doing those things and if you're saying that how Biggie, said, I'm ready to die, you're going to die. Mm-hmm. Like if you keep on speaking those things into existence, you're probably going to die. I'm not saying that will happen to Biggie, happen.
No.
Spoke to it, but it's energy. Like, it's the energy that you're putting out like that. If you're living your life in a way of like, I'm ready to die any second. Come here. You're willing to fight everybody. At some point, somebody's gonna come bigger than you and shoot you.
Yeah.
At some point, because there's always a bigger fish.
100%.
It's always
100%.
So like, if you keep on living that lifestyle, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like at some point, like these people are rappers that are like coming out from their environment. They use their environment rather for good. They use it it comes out in a bad way, and it's expressed in a bad way rather than in a good way. And may not be many good things to talk about, but there is a way rather than just talking about what everybody seems to be talking about and how was this the guy that got shot by Jacksonville, the one that we just spoke about?
No, that's Julio Fulio that died in Jacksonville. Yeah,
But I think I told you that it's sad that these things happen to somebody young, mm-hmm. and those things is just like, man, like why did this, this could have been avoided. Why did this happen? How did this lead to this? And it doesn't seem as like a vicious cycle that just keeps on happening.
I partially, all right, so I think every adult and every human is responsible for their actions. Mm-hmm. You do have to put in a factor that a lot of these young men are coming into this industry 15, 16, 17 years old,
right,
that are coming from the street, never had a job, never had a dollar,
yeah,
never had nothing but negativity. So the reason why I asked that question is because I partially believe that the industry does have somewhat of a fault into it, because
it does because all they do is feeling that.
Yeah, you're feeling it. You're even if you're not trying to change that that artist mentality or that artist their direction. I mean, you can still like what they had back in the day. They had media training back in the days. You know, so you could give this person some therapy. You put it into contingency into their contract. We're gonna give you this much money, but you need to do this much of therapy. I mean, they don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck, and it's bad that they're kids. Now, if you're an adult, I mean, if you're a rapper and you're a 30-year-old gangster rapper and you come into the industry and you get arrested or something like, I mean, you kind of deserve that because you just you're dumb,
100%.
Or ignorant. I shouldn't even say
ignorant. Yeah,
you're ignorant, but 16, 17 years old, you're seeing millions of dollars and you're getting awarded for every time you do more and more stupid shit. So like, where does the and I shouldn't even say much for NBA YoungBoy because I think NBA YoungBoy was very he was independent till his ending of his career. But just in general, I feel like they're taking advantage of it. Little Baby made a quote where he said that he wished he did therapy in the beginning of his career, so he didn't make half the mistakes he made. He wished he had therapy.
But it comes also to the fact of how you said it, the industry, and how therapy is viewed as something negative.
Yeah, for sure.
And something like a pussy.
But the industry, if you're only a pussy until I tell you, I'm going to give you $5 million, but I need you to do 40 hours of therapy a week. That's part of your contract.
That's a fucking pussy right there. Tell you that much. Fuck yeah.
Akon stated that all of this that's going on in the industry, and especially in the world, is a spiritual cleansing, and the world's cleansing itself right now. That's why a lot of things are coming to the light. Do you believe that?
Shit, I'm doing a cleansing right now, so might as well. I think so. I think so, man. And I think also how we've spoken about this earlier. I saw a video. Came up in my feed on YouTube to watch it, like a 20-minute video. But the front was, "You're not crazy. Hip hop is waking up." You know, we talked about this earlier in the year, and I'm like, it is because people are waking up. You know, I had shout out to that person. Hit me up at 2 a.m. in the morning. I posted it. It's like, hey man, I'm just hitting you up because I really like what you're doing. I really like your music. Keep going, don't stop. I'm like, damn. You know, I probably wouldn't have received this a year ago.
Right.
And like, I guess music that I've done before years ago, I don't think people would have been so receptive the way that they are now, because I think people now are starting to actually listen rather than just, you know, all right, whatever, some bullshit right here, you know.
Just they get, and I'm glad you said it because I don't get I don't get respected enough that when I say things, the shit actually means something. I guess because I'm so fucking off the wall sometimes, but literally I said this. I think I said this in the last year into this year's wrap up with Jay and Matt, where I told them, this is before the beef. I said, this year moving forward, hip hop is lyrics are gonna matter, things are gonna matter, things are gonna start moving. There's only so much people you can kill. So many banks you can rob.
And there's also so much shit that you can talk about until people know that it's shit.
It doesn't make sense anymore. So no, we're at the tail end because at one time people were saying that they were doing A, B, C, D, and F. That started getting saturated. It started dying down. Then we got drill. Then we got more. So now we're at a point where it got saturated because nobody believed you. Now we're at a point where everybody's getting arrested because you had to do what everybody didn't believe that you were doing.
To compensate for fucking lies. And now...
You know, we're at that tail end now. So not everybody's... Because it was dying first. There was a lot of deaths. Now we're hitting jail. What's the next point of it? It's just a reset button. We're going to go back. We're going to go back old school. We're going to go back to lyrics. We're going to go back to performance. We're going back to... Same thing with podcasting. I know you just got into the whole structure, but how many fly-by-night podcasts do you see? How many podcasts do you see where people are just using it for business? Like, they're buying views, the hosts, they're buying views, they're bringing people on. It has nothing to do with, look at, like, me and Renee were just talking about this yesterday before the show, On the Radar. Look how it was reputable, and now everybody's on there. No disrespect to nobody else on it.
But yeah, I've seen that. And I got an offer, actually, to like, pay to go in, and it was a shit ton of money. I mean, excuse me, but it was a shit ton of money.
Thank Drake. Drake brought that shit.
Right, but now I was like, I thought about it, I was like, man, let me not act out of like, oh, you know, whatever, let me wait. And then I started seeing all the, like, every day was artist, and I'm like, well, who the fuck is this? And
you realize you could do that anywhere. You realize you could do that right here.
Yeah, bro. Why the fuck do I gotta go? It's like,
fly to New York. And no disrespect to On the Radar, bro, because I'm a big fan. It's just
not at all.
What's going on?
Seems like they opened doors way too wide for everybody in that sense, in that regard. Because if it was to pay and just get in, then everybody's gonna get in. But I mean, it should be some bar, some standard set. You get me? Rather than if he brought Drake, bro, it only has to go up from there. You can't just bring me Drake and then bring me somebody who's rapping.
Or just don't change the name. Like that was that segment, and then create a lower tier.
Yeah, a lower tier of new artists coming in, and independent artists and whatever. Then that's all right. That's fair. I'll take that.
And like I said, I'm a fan. The reason why I know about On the Radar is not because of the freestyle, because I was a podcast fan. I've done a lot of homework on artists, watching their interviews on the radio. So it's happening everywhere, but it's gonna reset. There's gonna be a time where people are gonna want to come to a podcast and really speak about something
and talk. Yeah,
and talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make it make sense and this, that, and the other. First track, Matic tonight. What we playing? You know the vibes is Litty Willie from Litty Productions. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting us, sharing, liking, commenting, doing all that good stuff. Just to let y'all know, we got Instagram live videos, we got YouTube videos, we got all kinds of different productions. That's why we call ourselves Litty Productions. Make sure y'all hit me up if y'all looking for something at Litty Willie _, Litty Show Productions on Instagram, all that good stuff. Just make sure you hit me up. We out.
It's the Litty Show, the Litty Show. You know
the fucking vibes, man.
Many people don't listen to the songs that I've played here, but some of them I added to the album that I want to drop.
Okay.
So obviously I'm playing it, but I think this is gonna go in. Not sure, but
if you could give me a percentage, what are you leaning on?
Right now, this one.
Yeah.
Like percentage leaning towards if it's gonna go in or not. 80%, 90%.
Okay, that's a good number.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right.
What's the name?
It's called God Don't Make Mistakes. God don't be making mistakes. Bad. Don't you know that everything's a trap? I think the kids call it no cap, that means that it's real. Rapping out here like I gotta get a meal. Do you know what it feels to be the only one that can see what you see? Cause you're blessed with a vision that is different from the rest. I say it with my chest. If it wasn't for music, I would be having stress and commit suicide. Probably die one without wanna live. If it's like my soul to me, the most important thing that I discover. And you can only relate if you've been through some pain. And there's still one in there between the lines. To look inside my eyes and realize I don't tell no lies. Been through highs, been through lows. When I was a kid I didn't know what's wrong. They didn't think I was strong. Had so much going on. A lot of new faces. Moving to the States, in a different space. I need to get some aces. I pray for luck, y'all say you can have it. And I am thankful that I never had it. Cause if it did, none of this wouldn't even happen. I'm not where I believe I need to be, but exactly where I should be. You can make all plans, make you fast, but the Lord gotta show you the path. When it's the right time, when it's your time, it's the right time. God don't be making mistakes, cause he never does, cause he never does. God don't be making mistakes, cause he never does, cause he never does. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? I got dreams I can't afford to lose, and I got nothing else I can choose. My life on the line, that is true. Slave to my fears, but I refuse to be in the same place and never get to my full potential. Risk I take and pay attention. My life is the same as yours, made with a brain and flesh and bones. Looking both ways, cause you never know. Life is quick for you to go and just waste it. Cutting up a heart to show that I really meant it. Got only about 45 to 50 summers. Don't give any 2-week notice. So many things around you, lose focus. Gotta take your time, keep your mind, feed the soul. Roll down once, stand up twice. There's a war going on in your mind, and the soul is the price. One more time. There's a war going on. Gotta take your time, keep your mind, feed the soul. Roll down once, stand up twice. There's a war going on in your mind, and the soul is the price.
because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want? I mean, there are guys who work their entire life laying bricks so their kids have a chance at the opportunities you have.
Good Will Hunting. I like that one. Beats dope as fuck too. You played that for me, or you played it on live?
I put it on yesterday. I put it up my story because I did it like yesterday. I recorded it yesterday.
Man, I just
made it sound familiar.
Yeah,
sample.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I used to sample before.
Rapping out here like I gotta get a meal.
Yeah, bro.
You've been rapping out here like you gotta get food stamps for the whole damn hood. That's what you've been rapping lately.
That's how I am, bro.
Are you proud of yourself on your level of hungerness lately?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm not, but
right.
Yeah, I am. So far, like, been steady. I think Brian told me the other day, like, this man records every Monday, and I'm like, I do. I forgot I did that. I do it. I've been doing it for.
Became normal.
It became normal. We talked about exactly. So I'm like, once he said it, it's like, damn, I've been recording every fucking Monday, like, nonstop. I haven't stopped a week of not recording, and it's good. Obviously it feels overwhelming. Like, I think last week was one of the weeks that I just recorded one track. But usually it's like 2 to 3. In and out, 2 to 3, in and out, 2 to 3, in and out. And it's like, if I don't do that, I don't feel normal. And then if I do that, I do one, go back, sit on the couch, and I'm like, all right, let me play some video games. I feel like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, like, there's something missing.
It's at a point right now where it's like taking a bath, brushing your teeth. Like if you don't do it, you feel icky about yourself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's out of the normal, I guess, routine now that I build up.
Definitely, and you got a lot on your plate. I mean, you still come out. We still do Matic Monday and shit like that, and
yeah, exactly. And then I gotta get out of here, meet up with Jay. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Brent. Like, just do that. Repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I got some days off that I was supposed to go on vacation next week, and now I'm not going because I'm not gonna take it. I wanted to go to Puerto Rico. I'm not gonna go to Puerto Rico if I can't drink or eat some steak. So I said,
you holding it off?
That. Yeah, I'm holding it off. Hopefully for next year, January. Once I'm done with this, I can go eat some good ass, arroz con gandule and some meat. I'm waiting for that.
Bro, you showing true self. Like, I like that.
What?
Anybody else would be like, bro, I'm fucking breaking my diet. I'm going to Puerto Rico. Like,
no.
And that's dope. I mean, just that self-obedience is amazing.
No. I'm trying to, like, once I go, I'll take it a time. And I was like, all right, I had some money set aside. But then Gabby and I were just like, we can go, but we're probably going to be a little bit tight. And I was like, nah, if we're going to be a little bit tight, I want to go.
Tight, like, sober, no meat.
No. Better,
fuck that.
Let's leave that for next year. We'll be good. It's a sign. This happened for a reason. Let me take that. I'm not going to go and force it, and that's it.
If you weren't rapping, what do you think your passion would be? And I know it's kind of a hard question because this is your passion. But if you had to think of something, what do you think your passion would be if you weren't a rapper?
Drawing. Yeah, that drawing was main because I lost the love for drawing. The love for writing turned, like, I swapped, I guess, addictions, if that makes sense. Because I wanted at some point be working with Disney or like with Marvel. That's what I wanted to do originally.
Damn.
And it's funny enough because I looked it up later. And I was already a fan of Eminem, but Eminem also used to draw. And he liked comic books and shit like that. So he wanted to like be an artist for Marvel and all those things and whatever, and be like an artist, a sketch artist and stuff like that at some point. And at some point I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade, I think. I was selling drawings from Star Wars. I was drawing and I was selling it for like 50 cents because I was good. I was good by age of 9, 8. I was good, relatively good. And my parents thought that I was architect and this and whatever. That was what I was going to strive for. And because my dad didn't, obviously you're in a different country and that's seen as a hobby.
Right.
My dad kind of like pushed me in a way of forget it. Yeah. Like, don't, this is good, but this is like a hobby. You got to concentrate on something. And I didn't. So, but that, I guess as I grew, got into my head, and he was, I guess, my conscious, as every parent is your conscious at a certain age. So because he was my conscience and he was telling me, yo, forget about this. This is BS. This is a hobby. So my brain kind of like flipped the switch of like, okay, this is just a hobby. Let me stop doing it. Because I would just sit down 5 hours, 6 hours, just drawing and perfecting it and this and shadow and whatever. And I was addicted. And then I guess because I stopped that, we moved to the U.S. And then I wanted to learn English. And then I started getting more in depth and like more into the whole hip hop thing and whatever, the Eminem, and everything. And then that's how I kind of like was like, damn, this is now my drawing. So now I started like doing spoken word, 15, 16, 17. I was still drawing here and there, but then I saw how slowly the addictions were swapped. You know how they say that everybody's addicted to something.
Right.
Like if you stop smoking, Eminem did this. He was addicted to certain pills and whatever, and doing drugs and shit like that. And I guess he stopped doing that, and then he started running. At some point that he was just running for like hours. And he's like, I kind of swapped addictions. You always got to swap. You swap something with something. If you're addicted to alcohol, you probably swap that with being in the gym.
Working out,
exactly. Things like that, or cooking, or doing this, or doing that, or video games. People just get so fixated because your brain is asking you to be concentrated and fully devoted to something. So I feel like if I wasn't doing this right now, I'll probably at some point I would like to, go back to drawing, and if I have the time. I do have the time, but obviously all my time is devoted to music.
Right.
But focusing on drawing more and creating more. I still got the gift. I haven't lost it, but it's not. I'm a little rusty. But I used to be really sharp on it.
Used to be him.
Yeah, I used to be him. Bro. I used to be Picasso, bro. So I'll show you something.
Do you honestly believe that everybody has an addiction of some sort, whether it's good, bad, healthy, unhealthy?
Bro, I feel like, and somebody who told me this, one of my friends' dad told me, yeah, I used to have a band, whatever, and then his wife was like, yeah, I used to have a band, and I feel like that made me think of like, I used to have a band, but I stopped because of this and Y. See, like X and Y and Z, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that put me on the place of like everybody, our parents, grandparents, everybody is born with something. But it's the decision and it's the importance of choice of like just taking that step and following that through. Like Big Sean's mom wanted to be an artist, an actress, and she never fulfilled that dream because she gave birth and obviously sacrificed that dream to concentrate on her son, which became Big Sean. But she fueled
her energy
onto fueling his passion,
right.
And then gave birth to what we know now Big Sean is. Which is very humble. And I feel, I'm not saying and not jinxing my own thing, but if what I'm doing right now never sees the light of day as in my head would like it to, I'll make sure, and it'll be my duty to my son or my daughter to fuel their passion as much as possible to the fullest. You get me?
Right,
like, if
right.
it doesn't, I'm not doing this for fame or whatever, but if it does come, it comes. If it doesn't, then I'll make sure and work as if it needs to come from my believe in them. I guess as I wish somebody did to me on my family tree, if that makes sense. So. No,
definitely. I mean, I'm a firm believer. I mean, my daughter got drawings on her walls. That's how much like
that's it, bro.
I feel the passion for.
That's it, bro. As soon as like the passion needs to be watered and taken care of like a tree, and you're just expecting it to grow little by little.
Definitely. I wanted to take this episode and focus on some social media questions. It's not too much because I know your time is short today.
You're good.
But how has social media shifted society norms and values?
360. I think 360 because
180.
180.
People always say 360. It just goes back to.
Well, yeah, 180. Yeah, yes, you are right. 360 because if it was 360, it would have been 180. Fully, but a full
180.
Bad 180.
Solid.
Yeah, I feel
day
like,
and night.
Yeah, and I don't like. We went from having a conversation and just going in and meeting and recognizing the factual and reality, the moment that's having to like, all right, just give me your Instagram and we'll talk later and then I'll let you know. And then obviously, it's more. I talked about this when I went to Miami Meets Miami with you. There was a girl there. I forgot her name. From the guitars of her gun.
Oh yes. I forgot her name, but yes.
She says like everybody says and thinks that it's more convenient, but it's not. It's more distant. Because if I was to just meet up with you and be like, yo, let's make a record, and you tell me, all right, let's make a record. Give me a call once you're ready. I'll give you a call once I'm ready. But now it's like, all right, hit me up on social media. And then I never heard from you again.
Go do this, do that. We got to do this. We got to do that.
Exactly.
Let's make a track, and we got to make an art cover, and we got to take a picture
this
and a
whole
thumbnail.
like, I don't know, distance created from from what we think and see as closure wise. And obviously, like, there's also that other tier of, like, you know, as soon as you open your phone, all you see is this and that and whatever, and how you said it, you know, people just willing to portray the best image, but not, hey, I got a flat tire today and my day was shitty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you get mad that I'm posting that rather than because as soon as you open your feed, that's all you see and it's stuff like that. And it's like, I used to tell that to my girl, to my girl when we used to see, like, bad stuff on Instagram, because at some point, I guess, years ago, Instagram was more real than what it is.
Social media itself, but yes.
Yeah, overall.
Yes.
We used to see, like, bad things in the media, like, you know, somebody got shot, somebody got killed, and everything else. And she's like, oh, I don't want to see it. I was like, you gotta see this.
You have to see it.
You have to see it.
You have to.
Like, on the news.
I mean, you don't have to, but you should.
You should, because this is the reality, and this can happen to you. You're not a baby anymore, bro. This can happen to you at any single moment. So you gotta know this. Like, there's people in Mexico getting chopped, their heads chopped off, and you don't want to see this. Like, this happens, bro. I saw a video. This happened in Puerto Rico. 6 people got shot in front of a bar, and like nothing. And they literally, somebody came outside, check on the 4 people that got shot. The people had left. They came back to shoot that guy, that last one.
Yeah.
And showed. And I was like, damn,
it's real life.
That is real life, and you should be aware of that shit.
On a smaller spectrum, seeing that is something you should see, but seeing just somebody saying, I can't pay my rent, or I just lost my job. You know, you have people similar to, like, your girl said, oh, I don't want to see negative shit on social media. It's not negative.
It's just real.
Somebody's telling you, I mean, that's where, going back to our long conversation of empathy, the lack of empathy comes from, because if somebody's down enough to they're posting their negative feelings on social media, they're doing bad.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing bad.
Really bad.
If you're reaching out, like, if you're, all right,
to be that vulnerable.
For the people that cry on social media, because I have a problem with that. I mean, like I told you.
Well, yeah, yes.
But if you do that, you're doing bad. You're doing bad, bro.
You need help.
You need help. So and then it's like people laugh at that, or people will slide through that, but they're not. That's why I said we need to post more shit, because you may not even know when your friends are doing bad.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Because your friends are posting all these happy things. You may not know that your friend is in a domestic relationship because they're always posting vacations, and you don't know
exactly.
This.
You don't know that at all. And it also comes from the point of always asking, how are you? What do you need? Having that closure and the friendship, because it's like, I saw a friend recently, and then I haven't seen him in a while. He's been doing his own stuff, and then I haven't seen him like in a month. And then when I told him, I was like, that day we went out, and I was telling you that I bought the first, non-alcoholic drink and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what are you drinking? And I'm like, oh, I'm drinking this. I haven't drank in a month. He's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, man, I haven't drank. I haven't eaten meat, no salmon, no steak. He's like, you're kidding, right? And I'm like, dude, it's been a month.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. And you doing this? And you're like, yeah. It's like that. Like, cool, all right. So, but you don't know what's going on.
You don't.
I'm here acting like nothing is happening.
You don't. That's. I mean, it's just a lack of empathy. But we'll keep going because we're gonna get too far into this shit.
Yeah.
What role does social media play in sharing public opinion and cultural trends?
What role?
Yeah.
Right now, it is the
It
one.
is the role.
It is the role. It's the one dictating everything right now. The standard for women and men and dating and all that. Right now, that's what's determining it. Politics. You know how like that got out of not got out of context, because what he said was way out of hand. But what the comedian said that thing. But when I first saw it, they were showing it to the way that they were feeding it to me.
Who was feeding it to you?
Exactly. They were feeding it to me as if this is a guy that works for Trump, and this is a guy saying for Trump. So I automatically went and my first thought is like, yo, who the fuck this guy think he is, bro? Because if he's saying that shit about Puerto Rico,
did you know him before that or no?
No, not at all.
Oh, you didn't know him? Okay.
Not at all.
I knew him, so okay.
But then if you wouldn't know him, it's like you know that it's coming from a
dark
place
humor. He is a king of dark humor. That's his satire, right?
Bro, I've seen so much dark. I love dark humor. I'm a fan of it. But then I saw I closed my phone, Then I saw another feed of like, oh, comedian says this, and it's like, all right, maybe that should have been said in that exact moment.
It was in poor taste.
Right.
Definitely in poor taste.
Right, exactly.
Definitely
Maybe
in poor taste.
it could have been said in a different environment that would have been taken in that way.
It's the same thing about Megan Thee Stallion twerking on a stage on a political. I mean, there's certain things that belong on a political stage, in my opinion.
Yes, correct.
In my opinion,
you shouldn't put those
dark
things,
humor doesn't belong on a political stage.
There's not, because however you want to feed it, it's gonna be taken the wrong way.
Right, correct.
However,
is he a racist? No, he's not.
Not at all. Not at all.
He's not.
He may be married to a Latin American woman.
He may be married to a Puerto Rican. He feels so comfortable to say that.
Exactly, bro.
I guess similar to that, how does social media influence political engagement and activism?
Oh, what you said right now. I feel like it moves it and it pushes it, like the whole thing how we were talking about when what happened to Trump, the shot, the attempt, the first one, that we were talking if it's fake or not. I feel like he's gonna win, and I feel like one of the factors that it's gonna make him win is the whole picture.
Well, the America
after he got shot.
I call it the America.
The America, yeah. But that was the reason why I even think that they may have been orchestrated, and false or whatever, is because it's just the picture, everything, and
the America.
Exactly. It's like, man, this
super
is just
patriotic.
It's like Superman. Like
all he
typical.
needed was an eagle like this on his wrist and a Bud Light, or not Budweiser.
And that's it. And then it's like, I don't know, like.
Shout out to everybody to let y'all know we're not Democrat haters, we're not Republican haters, we're not.
I don't know if you saw that. He did an interview with Joe Rogan.
I seen the whole thing.
You saw the whole thing? So a lot of people are listening to it and like, damn, I didn't know he was like this.
He was a Democrat. A lot of people don't know. That just came out on that, but you should do your homework.
Yeah? He
was a Democrat. He was a Democrat. Dude, it's like he said with The View. He was on The View and they were praising him. They were talking about all his businesses. They loved him. Everything was awesome. As soon as he was running for president as a Republican, everybody was going on there. I mean, like I said, I don't side with no party. For y'all, for the record, neutral. I don't side. I'm neutral. But when I smell bullshit, doesn't matter from what side it's from.
It's bullshit.
I'm gonna call you out. Yeah. That's why I said, like, was it wrong that the guy made that bad joke? It was wrong. Yeah. And I won't even say wrong. In my opinion, it's called poor taste. Yeah. It was just like it was poor taste to have Megan Thee Stallion twerking on a political stage. It don't fucking match.
It doesn't go. Yeah, it doesn't go with it.
No. Let's get into the next track. What's the name of it?
This one. Shout out to Fly Nonsense. I haven't bought the beat yet. This is not gonna be released probably all the way to 3 months from now. Hopefully January or February of next year. Okay. But I'm gonna play it out right now. I really like the track. He's doing this pack. He sent a beat pack. He's doing this project called God Don't Waste Time, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. Maybe pronouncing it right or not correctly. That he's basically getting as many artists as possible and doing like a DJ Khaled. I think I told you this, like a DJ Khaled thing. He just bringing up on our artists and just putting them all together with beats that he made when he was homeless, actually.
Oh shit!
So he's like, nobody chose these beats, so I'm putting it out there for everybody that wants to work. Let's work, and I'll pick and choose who's gonna be on the album. But he's trying to like do a compilation of a bunch of artists from everywhere, and he's doing this thing every Wednesday. He does open mics, and a bunch of artists. I think I posted one of the girls that I got from I met her there. She does samples, amazing. There was another guy, amazing, and they're like, obviously some people have like a higher tier as far as like followers and views or whatever, correct. But some people don't, and it's like, damn, like this guy sounds amazing. Why doesn't he have the light? So it's like helping those people also, and I think creating those spaces for the community and for artists is just like what I was telling you. Like, if people don't come together, you can't do what you can do as a soloist. You can do far more when you connect with people and create a community with people, especially with artists and independent artists. Like, you become a better artist when you support your local or your other independent artist fellow, if that makes sense. If I support Renee, he'll support me back. If I support Amari, he'll support me back. If I support Kendocious, then if he blows up, we blow it up. We all blow up.
That's why I'm not biased with my show. I'm like, bro, let's everybody gets to come and sit with me, bro. Track name.
Misery.
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 You know the vibes is Litty Willie from Litty Productions. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting us, sharing, liking, commenting, doing all that good stuff. Just to let y'all know, we got Instagram live videos, we got YouTube videos, we got all kinds of different productions. That's why we call ourselves Litty Productions. Make sure y'all hit me up if y'all looking for something at Litty Willie _, Litty Show Productions on Instagram, all that good stuff. Just make sure you hit me up. We out.
It's the Litty Show. The Litty Show.
You know the fucking vibe, man.
Alright, Fly Nonsense, Matic, track called Misery. Here it is.
Now that you said that.
Yeah, it just hit like that. Not a fan of Muscle Man, but it's really hard. Yeah, that's good shit.
Finesse, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no way we can stop, we just gotta keep on going. Now they've been asking, and they've been asking what we on was going. Now we in the street, we just out here making a dream come true. This is real, so real, so real, no. Yeah. Hey, hold up, wait up, we just getting started. Getting higher than a satellite when we rhyming. Attacking the streets when we go, it's a bliss when we flow. We don't stink, we the shit when you show up to the spot. And they gotta love when we blow it up like dynamite. I'm Dolomite, living in Miami Vice. 9 years in the making, we alright. The universe is with me, I've seen the signs. But I lose my mind, I think sometimes where I'm going. Doubting myself so much, but I don't show it. Late nights with no sleep, I still go and proceed. Nobody said it would be easy to go and live. If it was everybody, would be living the same. Days I didn't see the sun, all I got was the rain. If I was to count all the times I was told it's impossible, I will be hitting the millions. Asking myself how I'm doing and what is the reason. Call me Tyrone, I'm an addict for music. The drug I'm pursuing, the passion I'm brewing. Like coffee, I'm raising your heart rate. Medic, where's Medic? Giving adrenaline to anybody who wants it. We on the street right now, we got the keys right now, we got the beat right now, we got the team right now. On the big leagues now, international sound. They hear my voice and they gotta go like bounce. Bitch, roll the roof, we on the house. Shit, all the girls they get aroused. Woo, South America in the house. Gotta know what we about. Shish, Amari Brennan, Doja there, I've been naming myself. Bringing heat to the game, put respect on my name. I'm the man with the plan and God, don't be making mistakes. I'm exactly where I need to be placed. Chasing the dream, we don't care about the sticks. Bitch.
That's one of Matic's aggressive flows on that.
I actually, I had this written to, shout out to Saint Sicko, but I had this written to a beat from Saint Sicko, and then I have half of it, and then I was on my way back from Brent's studio, and then I'm like, damn, this actually fits, because he sent me 10 beats, or he sent me 20 in total, but I chose 10, and then from those 10, I chose 2, and then there was this one, and I was like, damn, I want to throw something on this. So I felt like the energy and what I was writing didn't fit to the beat that I had set it for, from Saint Sicko, and then it fit this one, like more energetic sound of it. So
I feel like that's like a G-rated version of Control on Kendrick Lamar's verse, bro. A G-rated. I say G because it wasn't messy, but it was like you called the gang out there with you too, all the homies out. So it was like, but that aggression was still there. So
it was there, the energy.
That energy was dope. The universe is with me. I see the signs. What is the biggest sign the universe has ever gave you that was just clear as day, that you remember?
I mean, this year, or that I remember it overall?
Let's say this year. Fuck it.
Bro, just how everything's been moving. You know what I mean? I feel like we're in February and we're fucking November. Yeah, I mean October.
Damn near.
Yeah,
damn near.
November, yeah, October, whatever. But yeah, I feel like we're still like in February. Out of the house, so much shit's gone. Like, time has flew by like this, and I don't know, I feel like the universe has been giving me signs of, you know, sending me this person, sending me that person, you know, like how I got one producer telling me, that I did long the song from home, Panasuyo. He was like, bro, like I'll do it for free, you know, like, and he was charging 400, 500, 600. He's like, yo, I'll do it for free, and it's like, why? Wow. You know, it's like, damn, you know, like that means that he really wants to work. So it's like, shit, you know, he really like what he's hearing. Then I have Doja. He's like, bro, I usually charge, but shout out to Doja. I was just talking to him right now. So I usually charge, but yo, I want to work with you. I like what you're doing. Let's work. Like, I don't care. It's like, damn, like just those little things. I don't know, like meeting up Doja's, shout out to Doja's, meeting up Mamari, you know, like you. It's like just everything just coming into fruition. Obviously, I'm not saying that work hasn't been put.
No, for sure.
But like things just coming up and connecting with each other as time passes. It's like, you know, I can't complain, and I still complain. I'm a hypocrite, but yeah, I feel like that's a sign.
I can tell you that taking out the spiritual aspect of it, the factual aspect of it is a consistency, bro.
Yeah.
If you're consistent, you can't lose.
Yeah. The more shots you take, the more chances you got.
You can't lose, bro. Back to our social media, and we got a couple left before we close out. In what ways have social media changed romantic relationships and dating? You don't have to give me 100 reasons.
No, what do you think? What do you think?
I think...
Because 100%.
It changed it 100%.
Okay.
I guess it... One thing that I guess I want to counteract the question and say, what did it help? So, it...
That's a good way to counteract, yeah.
It helped on... I guess kind of getting to see... I mean, you'll never know what you got till you get it, for sure.
And you never know what you got till you lose it.
Right. But I guess it can be contradicting to what I'm saying, to where you can do your homework on somebody, because blind dates are scary.
No, you don't necessarily have to have blind dates.
Yeah. I mean, and you'll still never know, because you could be going with somebody that's posting nothing but
and they're
catfish and happiness.
Yeah, exactly. In reality, it's like totally fake, and that happens.
That has happened. How can social media both enhance and complicate friendships?
I think you can embrace friendship if you're supporting each other, for example, on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you can embrace a friendship. But it can also damage a friendship if you're putting people down and creating this persona, how it's very well known to be created, like you're showcasing a persona in social media that you're not, and you can have conflict with those around you or close to you if you're showcasing somebody that you're not, and then you're somebody else at the side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I want to add to that. It also, when it comes to a friend, it also can hurt a relationship as a friend. And what a lot of people don't understand is that depending on how much you use social media and you understand social media, because social media used to just be a thing. Mm-hmm. Now it's more like a tool. So if me and you are friends, and we've been friends for 15 years or 10 years or 5 years or whatever, if I don't use social media or I don't understand social media as much as you do, and you're Matic the rapper, you may not think that I'm your close friend because I'm not posting you every second I got.
Yeah, 100%. And you may think that because I'm posting all these things, but I'm not texting you
to do so,
yeah. Or like I'm not texting you to like holla at you and like go out with you, and I'm here posting like I'm doing this, and then when you hit me up to go out, it's like, yo, I'm busy, but then you see me doing all these things. It's like, because that's happened to me right now with like certain friends that I haven't seen in a while,
mm-hmm. and
that I want to see, and that I love to death, and I will give my arm for them. But it's like, you know, just because I'm telling you I'm not available doesn't mean that, and just because I'm telling you that I'm not available and I'm here posting that I'm in the studio,
right,
doesn't mean that I am available. I'm actually not available because I'm, you know, moving all my energy.
100%.
And I've been chastised and I've been put on a corner because like, yo, where you been? You know, what you doing? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm here. I'm you know, don't mind me, but I'm busy right now, and I'm like mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm just, all my time is just going to this, and I believe I can party at any single time. But hey, if you got an emergency, You give me a ring, I'll pick the fuck up.
See how this social media though complicates things.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It does. But because at some point it's like I felt bad posting like, you know, let's say like how yesterday I posted like a snippet of the song that I just played, and then people see it, and they're like, man, like he could have gone hang out with me,
right?
You know, shit like that, and it's
Right.
like fuck, you know, or like if I post out I'm in the Miami Meets Miami event, it's like damn, he got time for that, but not for me. It's like shit, you know, it's difficult, and especially when you're juggling that
Everything else.
that double and
Literally.
that double lifestyle of like Renee and I have always talked about this, like you gotta find a balance, but it's difficult to find a balance when all you want to do is this, and even goes with relationships with a girl or woman, man, whatever, any type of relationship, and then even with friendship, and even with family too. You know, like I just went home right now, and my family's like, "Oh, where you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go." It's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna stay." I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
And thank God they don't use social media like that. Because
Social
if they
media.
did, they'll be
yeah, and
really
then I
chastising
also
your
have
ass, bro.
people like uncles and aunts that I could go visit. I could have gone visit today, but I'm here posting all these things, and they probably see it, and they probably think I'm just
bullshitting,
and that I could have been spending time with them. But I feel like shit, you know, at some point, and that does hinder me and affects me deeply, deeply to my soul. But I think that like I see them, but I feel like I got the blinders right now, and I'm doing this for them. But it's also the sacrifices that you make, also, which are necessary, and they have to happen.
They have to happen?
Yeah, they have to happen.
What are some of the signs that social media is harming a relationship? You can give me 2 signs.
What are the signs that social media is harming a relationship? Shit.
I'll give you one, in my opinion.
Which one is
Distance.
Distance? Yeah. Distance is one, and also distance, and then it could be also showing closure to something else rather than that person, maybe, or showing it too much, maybe.
Or too much. Yeah. Attention. Distance and attention.
Distance and attention, because that could also affect the relationship if it's like too much of something. It could, like what we just talked about, it could affect the relationship and the friendships or the people that you have around you in some sense, I believe.
What strategies do you have or do you recommend for using social media mindfully? In your opinion?
To take a break.
Take a break.
Take a break. I'm working on that right now. Take a break. Just step back. You know, don't use it. Get out of your phone. Don't look at it. You know, I feel like right now that happened to me yesterday, that I felt like I needed to listen to something. Like I was just at home by myself, and I was like, I need to listen to something, but I was like, why do I need to listen to something? I don't need to listen to nothing. Yeah, I could just be cleaning the dishes and just fully, like, I've heard somewhere that meditation can happen, and meditation can be done at anything. Meditation at anywhere. You can do meditation, and you can meditate while you're washing your hands. Church, shower, while you're literally washing
Cutting
dishes
grass,
and cooking.
gym.
Yeah, you can just, but you're fully immersed, and you create that flow state, and you're living. You're in the now. You're forgetting about past, future. You're like in the present. And I was like, nah, you know what? Let me just put my phone here, and it may sound, but I'm not gonna pay attention to it. I cooked, I cleaned. It was raining. I sat outside. I was watching the rain. I was like, damn, this feels good. You know, it's like, damn, like it's quiet. It's mindfulness of just quietness. And I feel like we're instructed to. We live right now in somewhere where like it's always motion, and because we think that we're always in motion, we're moving. But in reality, we're not. We're actually degrading ourselves.
You could be going nowhere fast. I call it treadmilling.
Yeah, treadmilling. Yeah,
you're going nowhere fast. One thing that I can say for using social media mindfully is, for the people that still want to use it, make it mean something. Don't
meaningful. Yeah, meaningful.
Yeah. So make a meaningful way to make social meaningful would be just. I say, and I'm a people person, trying to find somewhere where you can connect with people in real life.
Okay.
And using that to find a way to connect with real life. I mean, even if you want to go live and talk about emotions and nobody's watching, but give it meaningful thing. You know, don't just use it as that social. Because I think
the attraction of the eye.
Right.
It means something for it. Like I saw this page of, and obviously this is getting a lot of clout, but they're recording themselves. There's a guy that he records whenever he helps out people in the street that they're selling like food or whatever, like in South American countries, and I believe that's really big. And I, but then I also see on the other side of the spectrum, there's people that do it for the clout and they record themselves like giving food to the people.
That means
shit like that.
Who's the person before they do is the question.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to
analyze that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, if Jake Paul's doing it, we don't think Jake Paul's doing it out of the heart.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing it for
his
another
views,
thing.
right?
If he would have started that motion at an early stage and represent himself and show himself as this type of person, probably would have been taken like that.
I mean, fuck, go once a week with your phone live and go work at the soup kitchen. Don't even film nobody that you're giving the food to, but film yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here just
working.
You know what I'm saying? Just create a positive conversation, Look into your future self. Look at that camera right there, right in the middle. Looking at your future self. In 5 years, if Matic's watching this, man, what would the reminder be to him?
Well, buddy, you're a vegetarian, or you were a vegetarian. No, I'm kidding. The reminder would be that this is what happens when you don't stop. This is what happens when you don't stop. And I guess we'll know soon enough, and you'll find out. I hope so. If not, I'll transport myself to that future and smack the hell out of you. But this is what happens when you don't stop, and I feel that right now things are working to get me to where I see you right now, I guess. So yeah.
It's funny when we say that, because it's like we could be talking to ourselves to remind ourselves how good we were doing, or thank ourselves and say, I'm the reason why you got that
exactly
far,
like this is me, thanks to me you're there, like type of thing.
And if you're not there, I'm reminding you now, bro, I was at a point when we were doing this shit.
Yeah. Remember, we were at, we got the work done. You fucked it up, it was your fault, bro. Don't fuck it up.
What else have you been working on, Matic?
Well, right now,
shout out to you and Brent on the podcast too. Looking very clean, very clean.
Thank you. We're gonna soon next week. Like I said, I got a few days off, so we're meeting up with Amari on Wednesday. Shout out to Amari.
Okay.
Next week, to work on some content for the song coming up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say the name, so it's gonna be a surprise. I think it was mentioned already, but just in case. Thursday, I'm trying to see if Doja comes in. Shout out to Doja.
Are these music or just podcast episodes?
No, this is just music.
Okay.
And what I want to work on is what I'm working on right now, segueing to that, is the album. And Brent does have an album also coming up. And I'm trying to set that up to the point that it's ready. And all we need is just I want to work on back of house stuff that I call that. It's like basically reorganizing, making sure the concept is good, which is why I'm going right now to CJ. And just getting everything nailed down to the point of like we all just need we can leave this ready and have it ready and start rolling it out. Right. As the year comes, what are we going to be working as we're progressing and creating more for this? We already have the songs set up that we're going to be dropping as it buys us time to stay active and do more stuff and like that. And I also want to have not only Amari hear it, I want Doja to give me their feedback as I have Renee hear it out and everything else, just like so I can have all hands on deck, everybody involved in it. I'm hoping to have that song that's gonna get released on November on the album, and things like that I'm working on that I want to take this time to just because any day I could record, any day I can make a beat, just like I told Doja, but not every day you can just meet up, talk shit also and talk about music, and not every day you can talk and show you what I got, what I've done, and be like, give me your ideas, give me your feedback, what can we work on now, how can we perfect this? Right. Because I feel like I'm at that point where Renee said this, you got a lot of paint to work with, so figure out what color do you want to use, right? And then be wise, be technical and tactical with what you're going to use right now, because you got the material, so use it wisely, so
smart idea. Yeah. I'm always thinking ahead. I'm never in the moment. The year's almost up. We're damn near in November. Well, this episode will come on Monday, so we will be November
5th.
5th.
Right?
So yeah, we'll be in November by then. The year went by quick. We said we were gonna do this. We did this.
Yeah, bro. And I don't know how many episodes we've done.
I never counted.
I didn't count it either. I feel like this is like third episode.
Yeah. I mean, we still. It's natural. It flows, but
yeah.
I don't want to overwhelm you because I know that you always think ahead as well. One goal you got for next year, what would it be?
Well, the album is that's the goal. Having
Okay.
the album set. I'm hoping to release 2 albums by next year. So the one that is going to release in March, I'm doing like a trilogy of it. And I explained this off camera, so I don't give details. But I want to make it a trilogy, and I do want to release one in March and hopefully one by the end of the year. That's one. Another one is having 200 songs and 300 songs by next year. I'm already at 90, 87 or 90 or whatever.
I love it because we talked about this shit. Yeah. I love it.
So it's like I want to, I had originally set 100 by August, missed my mark, but it's always good to miss it and be close to it. That's number 2, and number 3 will be to, I guess, connect more internationally with people.
Okay, I like that.
And the 4th one will be traveling, thanks to music. To share my music and showcase it. I know Amari is moving, so I'll probably go see him. Show some face, hang out, and shit. So that's another goal, I guess.
Move.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you what my goal is for us, which is I'm not gonna hold you because I know you've been busy as fuck. But we're supposed to do a Matic Monday intro song, but we didn't do that for my birthday. But wait! I don't care. I don't want it because I want something else now. I'm being greedy. Next year, before January's up, I want to work with you. I want to work with Brent. I want to get all your throwaways.
Okay.
Whatever you don't want to put on an album, we'll go over all of them. But I want to make a Matic Monday mixtape. I want to host it, talk shit in between those tracks, and do some inspirational talk, whatever. But I want to do an actual Matic Monday mixtape.
Okay, let's do it. And
From here, we got here to January 31st.
No, we got
2025.
We got it. I'll add some songs from Brent too, because we were talking about that. How Brent and I have some songs that we were sitting.
I mean, whoever actually, if you work with anybody, and they want to throw thwaways.
Yeah,
throw it on
yeah.
fuck it.
I'll add it, bro. Trust me, it's gonna happen. I wanted to release prior to the album or after the album, the first one coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to release a mixtape called "This Is Not a Mixtape."
Okay.
That's what I wanted to release with some throwaways that I had and that I'm just sitting on. And I'm like, might as well just throw them out there, But I have those and I have those also because I have a lot of
so
material.
you have 2 mixtapes basically.
All around I could, yeah.
You have This Is Not a Mixtape, a Matic Monday mixtape.
Yeah, there you go. So I can have that and add it up. So yeah,
that'd be pretty lit. And you never know. I mean, people might just give you some throwaways. Say, yo, throw it on there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Talked to you before.
I may tell Renee to,
Whoever anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome to come on Matic Monday motherfucking Litty Talk podcast. Before we close out, any shout outs or promotions, anything you want to promote? Any shout outs?
Shout out to Fly Nonsense for the beat and also for doing what he's doing. Shout out to Doja, Renee, Jay, and Brent, and Amari, bro, and Docious. That's like my team right now, so.
Dope team. Dope. Strong, solid,
lineup.
Strong fucking lineup, bro. I'm glad I know. I'm like the olive branch from everybody broke down on that song. Dope. Yeah. It's dope as fuck. I want to always start saying this because I never say it, or I don't say it often. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, for real.
It's free. Literally, it's free. Like, I work off of YouTube. I run off of YouTube. I want you guys to share this more. I want this to be out more. I want people to not only know Matic, but what we speak on Matic Mondays. You know the fucking vibes. I'm Litty Willie. I have nothing else to say. We out.
You know the fucking vibes, man.